So just as was the case back in LA with Donald, you know, he was home most of the time. So I had to grab little opportunities to create my videos, create them out in public, you know, create them when I could, behind his back. Sometimes when he's sleeping upstairs, I'd do it very quietly, you know, and I have to be careful. Here. My mom knows she knows about this, you know, but I don't need to rub it in her face, you know. So she's out tonight, and I know she won't be home, so I can, you know, talk more calmly and know that, you know, nobody's listening, and no one's going to accidentally hear me say something. And so to continue where I left off. If you wonder why I do this, well, I do YouTube for the same reason a lot of people do it. Some people do it to make money. I haven't ventured into that area yet, but I might. I don't know. I have my reasons. I do these videos, you know, and I occasionally touch certain people who let me know that I've touched them. I work out a lot of stuff in my head, you know, and I'm documenting all of this. This all really happened. And I have these videos safe. I haven't just put them on YouTube, I've put them on MySpace and Facebook, but I also just have them saved. You know, I have them saved on my computer, so. But anyway. This does not taste quite as good. I like it better when I put blueberries in it. Maybe I should have put the plum essence. I said I wasn't going to eat it all, but I'm actually very hungry. I didn't eat that much today. To continue. So, my mom was, let's see, was this the final time, so this would have been the 5th time in 11 months. My mom had already been sectioned 4 times between March of 2009 and February of 2010. She'd already been sectioned 4 times, okay? This would go on. This would wind up being the 5th and last time. Because now they have her on 3 strong psych meds, reciprocodone, whatever, and that replaces that Prexa, at least, because Prexa is notorious for weight gain, and Depakote and Perlixin and whatnot. Anyway, doesn't matter. She's all, you know, fogged up memory and easily manipulated. My favorite is when my mom would call me up in LA. Laura, and my mom thinks that Laura, Marion told me she's not after my estate. She has plenty of money of her own. Whatever, Mom. Marion would just periodically tell my mom that, you know, out of the blue. Shows me what's going on in her head. Just like when she screamed at me in 2009 about all the other things she wound up, you know, destroying, you know, my ex that I talked to the other night, my good friend still, you know, was like, you know, that was abuse. I'm like, yeah, I hope his mom, Donald's mom, the asshole's mom, told me that Marion in 2009 was definitely trying to get me to hit her so she could have me arrested. Can we just forget we were ever mean to her? I'm sorry. I wish I had some drugs. Can we just forget we were ever mean to each other? Oh my God. Anyway, yeah, whatever, Marion. You're as delusional as you've always accused me of being. If you think anything you've done to me can be fixed with a hug, and you allow me to be here in my mother's home where it only should be my mother's decision, and can we just forget we were ever mean to each other? You believe this shit that people try to pull over your eyes? You people who can relate in some way? Oh, people are just something else, aren't they? I get a kick out of them. Can we just forget we were ever mean to each other? Oh my God. Oh. So for the 5th time, Marion got my mom sectioned into a mental hospital, okay? And as I told you in the other video, my mom, they didn't know she had her cell phone. Okay, they didn't know what and I got a frantic, distressed, tear-filled call, okay? Like I said, my mom's schizophrenia turns her into a child, for the most part. But that all applies, you know, because it turns her into either a child who just, you know, a real sweet child, or also a very petulant, ridiculous child, you know? It's important for you guys to know that, because my quote-unquote family, my mother's sisters and their daughters and their sons and their whatever, and everyone conveniently forgets that I'm the one that's dealing with this firsthand, living with this person on a day-to-day basis, things that you don't know. She's like a child, you know? And I had to take care of her when I was a child myself, when I was a kid, okay? Anyway, so, my poor mama, already been sectioned 4 times in 11 months, okay? This was going to be the 5th time. I get a call on the machine, on Donald and Hope's answer machine. I have this all, I wound up writing it down word for word so I would have it. You know, I need to keep all this documented in case I ever take Marion to court. I needed to keep this all documented, everything. So my mama calls up. I get an answer machine. Laura, I went over to Marion. I got into a fight with Marion today, and the police just came tonight, and I was in my slippers. They wouldn't even let me put my shoes on, and something, blah, 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 and I'm at the hospital. Please, this is the important part, folks. Please, remember, I'm in Los Angeles. My mother's in Massachusetts, 3,000 miles separates us, okay? Please, Laura, please, you gotta help me. You gotta get me out of this place. Please, fly here. Get me out. Take care of Angel. You know, she loves her dog. Please. Oh, call blah, 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 her friends. Tell them. And, I just don't want to be in these places anymore. I just want to travel as well. Okay, blah, 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 whatever, okay? I have it somewhere. I wrote it down, and I have it somewhere. I couldn't tape it. I didn't have a tape recorder at the time. It's possible I even had a tape recorder and batteries. I mean, in tape it didn't have batteries, but I probably just didn't have a tape recorder. So that's what I got. What the fuck am I supposed to do? You guys, my mom is begging me from 3,000 miles away to save her from the fucking, because she knows she's going to wind up in the mental hospital again. She doesn't want to be in those places. Listen and watch my other videos. Take to heart her poem and don't just negate it like her sister has cancer did. Mental hospitals aren't like that, Samantha. You've never been in one in your life. You're going to negate my mom's pain? How dare you, you know? Who the fuck do you think you are? You've never been locked up in one. You don't tell my mother what she's experienced. She's been in and out of those places half her fucking life. Anyone who hasn't, including me, cannot imagine it. My mom won't even tell me the stuff that has happened to her in the one she was in when I was 12. Mental hospitals probably have improved since those places. Who knows what happened to my mother? She won't tell me. She doesn't want to remember. I don't blame her, you know. I know some bits and pieces, whatever. She doesn't want to remember that shit. And I know that, you know, I rent a movie like A Dangerous Mind, Dangerous Method, because I want to see it. I'm going to discuss that in another video. and I'll just put a disclaimer that it has spoilers, you know. And she gets upset, of course, because the woman's mad. She's being dragged into the mental hospital, and my mom doesn't want to see that. I'm like, well, Mom, I have a right to watch movies sometimes you don't want to see, you know. Most of the time we watch stuff together, and I get stuff we can both watch, and you can, you know, hang out in your room like I do when you're watching whatever, Shark Tank, that I don't want to see, you know. I just go to my room. You have a room, you go to it. It's like I hog the TV. Anyway, I digress. My mom calls me up. I get that message. It's horrible, huh? Just like my whole life. I can't stop her sickness, and now there's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do. But of course I'm gonna talk to her at least, right? Or so I thought. I'm going to talk to her and say, you know, I got your message, and I'm sorry this keeps happening to you, Mom, but, you know, I can't do anything. Marion has all the control over you and whatnot. I can't do anything. Well, I was soon going to find out just how much, and man, I did this for a reason, you know. Can we just forget we were ever mean to each other? Oh my God. I was about to find out, you guys, exactly how much power my aunt had over my mom. Okay? Remember, Marion never went through the courts. A judge never deemed my mom incompetent and made Marion all this stuff. Marion just did it. And if you read out on the internet, you know that just because you're mentally ill, it doesn't give your family members the right to just take over your life without you having any say or whatever. I mean, it doesn't work that way, thank God, because that's how abuse happens. Abuse of the elderly and the mentally ill. It takes place all the time in this planet, you guys. So, Marion was about to prove to yours truly, aka LAP, my initials spell lap, or pal, however you want to take it, but they do. Mary was about to prove just how much power she had over my mom, and just how insignificant, as in a lowly piece of shit nothing. And I tell my musician ex, who's a brilliant, brilliant man who studied all kinds of stuff about the world and the law and politics and whatnot, and he's like, well, Laura, you're the daughter, it doesn't matter, baby. In the eyes of the law, Marion has made sure that I am fucking shit when it comes to my own mama, okay? And I got that proof. I was shocked as hell, of course. Yet another thing. Remember, I already told you guys all about what happened in 2009. Okay? Now she's going to say now, because she let me stay here in my mom's home only because I hurt my back in the shelter, okay? And because I'm on psych disability now, you know, and she thinks I'm defeated, but she doesn't know about this YouTube shit, cyberspace shit I've been doing for years. She thinks I'm defeated and just gonna be a good little girl just like my mama. Baby. I have friends, including that my brilliant friend, musician ex, whatever. You gotta fight it, Laura. When he told me, Mike, I couldn't do this either because I want to stay here, you know. I have my own agenda here, you know, I want to stay. My mom likes having me here too, so it's a two-way street, babe. And part of the reason I want to stay is because I can be here with Omar without having to just have Omar by myself, you know, and he can have my mom's dog. But whatever. Marion says to me, I didn't even want her to set up my computer, but my mom said she offered, and what am I supposed to do? You know, you understand? I'm only here under her good graces. It'd be like someone in prison who might not like the warden, how the warden's treating them or whatever, but then if the warden is gonna offer them cigarettes, or, you know what I mean? It's just like, I have to play nice with Marion, so, but he said, my friend, you know, he said, he said to me, he said, when your aunt said, can we just forget we were ever mean to each other, you should have said to her, sure, if you'll rip up that power of attorney you have over my mouth. And we forget we were ever mean to each other. I hope you realize this is a cackle of a mad woman, that I'm not a happy camper at all. I'm just like in shock that any of this happened to me, and you know, it's just so ridiculous.